Hey, everybody, welcome to the seventh of 10 things that we can do during this time in which we're physically separated more from others. And it's very simple, one that you've likely already been engaged with, which is to phone, text, or even have a video chat with someone. You know, we think of this time when we can't gather in the normal way, but we do well to realize that really the essence of gathering is not the physical connection, it's the personal connection. And that's something that we can continue, the best part of what comes from those times. I want us to hear the words that the writer of Hebrews says when he's encouraging us to gather, but we hear the important elements that are within it. He says, "Let us hold unswervingly to the hope that we profess, for we who are promised, for he who has promised is faithful. Let us consider how we may spur one another on towards love and good deeds, not giving up meeting together, as some are in the habit of doing, but encouraging one another, and all the more as you see the day approaching." All the more as we see hardship and things rise up in the grand drama of life, we should be looking to see how we can spur each other to good things, encourage each other in such times. And we're not limited by that. I know that even during this normal times, I have enough contact to satisfy the introvert that's in me. But I found that in these times, I'm finding special people come to heart, people that I have not necessarily been connecting with as often. My sisters and I, and maybe some of you with your families, began to text each other and seem to be checking in with each other in some different ways. And, I had a group of pastors that I work with, and I set up a call for us on a video call and decided that rather than just to continue with the swirl of information and ideas that most of us have been engaged in, I would just have us go around and ask the simple question, how are we feeling? If we could just stop and take our temperature, what's going on inside of us? It was just a wonderful time to be able to connect on that level, a different level than we normally would. And I had a friend come to mind who's been facing untreatable cancer at this time, and he just came to my mind, and I thought I'm going to immediately just express my heart for him, and as he did back, and very significant to my soul. And at the very moment that I was sitting down and jotting some notes for this video call, I actually got a text in that moment, and it was from a friend that normally we'd see each other, but he had moved a little out of the area, and he was just checking in to see how I and the family were doing. It's these kind of reaching outs that can prove really significant in our lives. So I encourage you to take a moment and consider the family, the neighbors, the coworkers, the core friends around you, but I also would encourage you to take a moment and pray and just ask God to bring anyone to mind that He'd want to, that maybe there's a special time for you to reach out to. I think you might be surprised, and I think we all might be blessed. God bless you. Bye bye.